Snocamp is about coming together and learning about God, more about God, and spreading the love in the room and just learning more about each other.
I see it as like an outlet for people because like you go through the entire year without it. But then once everyone comes back to Snocamp, they just have that really deep connection again. And the whole point of it is to keep that momentum going through the entire year.
It's all about just like being with people, being just in community and worshiping in community and glorifying God together. And it's just like the togetherness just makes it all so fun. And
have fun and still loving God, pursuing God, and getting that closeness that you need with other Christians and God.
Just taking what you learned while like being with God one-on-one and talking to God, and just like pouring out into all the other like your peers in youth group and stuff.
Even when we get back from Snocamp, we all still like want to know more and are connecting with each other or like texting each other about like our spiritual troubles and all that, you know?
You will, for sure, once you go to Snocamp, you will make so many memories, and you definitely don't want to leave. I never wanted to leave. I didn't want to leave at all.
And I remember that retreat, the first one I'd ever been to, freshman in high school, that God really got a hold of me. And he spoke through the person who was speaking, but even just the fact that I was sitting around someone like Bill Bedall for a full weekend and hearing stories and seeing the impact that God was having on other people in my group, it was something that I won't forget.
I trust in him more than I did before I ever started coming to youth group every week, or before I ever went to Snocamp. I trust in him. I pray to him every single day. I try to like spend as much time with him as possible instead of getting distracted about the little things.
Like it's just 3 days, up in Wisconsin in the middle of nowhere. And you wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal. You think it'd be fun, but really God's using it to help leaders, myself, as well as all of the students really take steps in their faith with God.
Brings us together, makes us more open and willing to share things that we might have been nervous to share before.
it brings us together a lot, and it helped us because it's really good to keep like the inertia of like following Jesus with such passion and stuff.
First year I went was 2006. I think I was a sophomore or a junior. It made an effect in my life because it helps you to realize that you're not the only like Christian around you.
We knew each other, but we didn't really just know each other. And then after Snocamp, we just all had this closer bond. We suddenly like knew each other more than we did before.
It brings the Holy Spirit to us, which is really powerful.
It's definitely like taught me how much like I actually do depend on him, and I don't even realize it.
I just feel like I've been wanting to like just read my Bible more. Like I would read it before, but lately I've just been wanting to read it a lot more. Like I've been doing it consistently every night now, because I just have felt like my heart opened up to it, and I just want to know more, I guess you could say.
Some things that I get stressed out about, I just like hand over to him and just let him deal with it. Not deal with it, that sounds mean, but I let him handle it.
He brought us all together and brought us to connect like with one another, and we weren't just separated on the way back. We all just grew, and we think God gave us that specific moment just because he knew that we were meant to be all close and not separated.
So it's pretty weird what Snocamp does, but it's amazing.